Hello all, I am Dr. Gayathri, an educational therapist. I am the founder of Flourishing Kids and I work with kids having learning difficulties. Today, we are going to talk about homework time. Yes, we are going to discuss about homework time. Most times, parents ask me how to make our kids more focused or be into the homework time. They just get distracted so much. Are there any tips out? So let's discuss today homework time. Yes, initially, if we think that homework time, we all remember our own school days, right? It's little difficult for us also to do the homework, but we want our kids to be more attentive even if they are sitting for less time, but they have to be more attentive so that they can finish those activities quickly and they also try to remember it. Let's see. First thing, whenever the kid is sitting, make sure the table is completely empty. Don't keep any other objects other than the notebooks or whichever thing is required, because there the kid gets their attention diverted to. If you're having some other objects, kid starts getting it or taking it out or moving them to the sides. Please try to keep the table as clear as possible and just whatever the notebooks, pencils, stationery, those things alone on the table. If not possible in a separate room, if they are sitting in the same room and doing homework, make sure they face towards the wall and not towards the other side. They have to face towards the wall, and maybe if you are sitting along with them, you can face this side and the kid has to face the wall. That's how the kid has to sit during the homework. So that makes already things easier. They just see the wall, so they can't wander around. They have to just see over here and they have to do the homework. Try to keep distractions as minimal as possible. Then give breaks. Don't make the kids sit together for completely 1 hour. You have to sit and finish it. Don't do that way. Check out the kids' time, their attention span. Usually the attention span, just think this. If your kid is around 7 years, the attention span would be average attention span is 3 times their age. So it is only 21 minutes. Okay, so this is their attention span, probably around 21 minutes. So always try to build activities around that time. If the activity is little big or little longer, try to break them up. Try to break them into chunks. They can first finish this activity in this first slot kind of thing, then give them a small break. Then after that, again give the next chunk of activity. So they remain focused also. So you have to always try to remember to break this into small parts. Then while giving instructions, try to give one instruction to the kid at a time. Once they understand, give the next instruction. Sometimes we just give them 4 to 5 multiple instructions and ask them to do. And they get stuck with the first instruction itself. Try to give one at a time and ask the kid to be here now. Just make sure, tell them kids orally itself, be here now. Just be here. Just keep focused so that we can finish the homework. And one more thing I've seen generally with parents is, if you finish this homework, suppose they are doing some English work or social work, if you finish this social work, you can go out. So the kids just try to randomly finish it off or just scribble it, and then we again start saying them, why, what happened, why you wrote like this, and again we ask them to rewrite, and it becomes very difficult task. So if you're managing homework time, don't divide it that way. Rather than you can say for 30 minutes you have to sit here and do the activity. After 30 minutes the kid can go. So till 30 minutes, if the kid finishes also, the kid has to sit over there. Yeah, we could definitely give some word problem or some other small activity. So till that time. So try maintaining the time so that kid also knows that, okay, within this 30 minutes I have to be here. So let me write clearly so that my mom or dad leaves out to play or something. If possible, always allow the kid to first play out with their friends or have some relaxation, then start the homework. So the kid is also fresh and they also know that we have to do homework. So that is a better way also. For some kids, they like to be little moving. They just want to move around. that's okay. They're moving around, it's fine. If they want to read also, like they want to walk and read also, it's okay. Teach them like you can walk over here, or how to go in straight line, just don't fall. You could just walk across the room and read. You could do that way. And if they're answering something and you're asking them questions, that time they can actually stand up and they can just for young kids you can say like go jump around the room and you have to answer it. So you could make it interesting activity, and they have little movements also rather than sitting in the same chair or in the same position for a long time. Then if they are slightly fidgety, if they are very mild fidgety, just leave it. Don't keep saying them, no, don't do that, don't do that. The kid becomes more focused on that only, right? If they're twisting the pencil or their eraser, the pens, they just use this pens and do some actions or do something. That's okay. If they are not getting disturbed, it's okay. If they are getting disturbed, we have to of course say them. If not, just leave it. Just leave them. That's okay. They will be mild fidgety, but they will also be concentrating on their work. Then we can do one more thing, like for the instructions for younger kids, we can also draw those instructions. We could just draw it, like you have to write like within this line, you have to draw it, and maybe we could put like a small poster where they are sitting so that they know they always have to write within the lines, or they have to give spaces between the words or similar things. Just some few instructions, just you can keep where they are doing their homeworks, so they can just see it and they remember it. Okay, I have to do this way, this homework. So we can use all these tips during the homeworks, and make homework also interesting for the kids, and make sure they get enough breaks so that they are focused into their homework schedules. Thank you all.